Man, remember when Elon Musk was just known as that kinda cool guy that made electric cars? The guy who made a flamethrower because he was bored. The guy who was on PewDiePie's meme review for fun. And now he's known as this.
I am become meme. Yeah, pretty much. I'm living the meme. It's like there's living the dream and there's living the meme, and it's pretty much what's happening, you know. So, I mean, the sort of the left wanted to make comedy illegal, you know. Yeah. Like you can't make fun of anything. So then it's like comedy sucks. It's like nothing's funny. You can't make fun of anything. It's like legalize comedy. Yeah.
Meanwhile, he just flagged Bill Burr's account, an actual comedian, for making fun of him on a YouTube video.
It's funny. I made fun of the Twitter guy for Sieg Heiling not once but twice, and I never look at my emails. I was scrolling through my emails, and it said my Twitter account had been flagged for I don't even tweet anymore. It had been flagged for what a baby, just like Hitler, a baby.
So much for making comedy legal again, Elon. Also, if you don't see my face much in this video and I sound kind of weird, it's probably because of this. Wisdom 2 surgery is not for the weak. I've had this Kanye looking jar for like 5 days. Why is Elon in Trump's cabinet meetings talking more than him? You can't convince me that this man ain't running the country. So yeah, with the Elon Musk journey we have so far of him being in the Trump administration, we're about a month and a half with him in it as of recording this. He's so far sent emails out to federal employees saying they need to report their weekly accomplishments or get fired. I bet if you ask Elon Musk what he did in a week, it'd just be going on Joe Rogan and going to conventions where he does.
It's funny. You can't make fun of anything. It's like legalize comedy. Yeah.
And the email he sent apparently doesn't even matter. The new FBI director or national intelligence director told their staff to ignore it. So what the f does he actually even do if his own colleagues aren't listening to him? He accidentally cut funding for Ebola prevention. Don't know how the Doge team thought that one through. If only someone told them looking through thousands of confidential files a day could lead to critical mistakes. When he talked about it in the cabinet meeting, he tried making it a joke, and Trump is sitting there with the most deadpan face of all time.
I should say we will make mistakes. We won't be perfect, but when we make a mistake, we'll fix it very quickly. So for example, with USAID, one of the things we accidentally canceled very briefly was Ebola, Ebola prevention. I think we all want Ebola prevention. So we restored the...
Are you serious, my brother?
He's also trying to direct the US on how to handle foreign relations while being a foreigner himself. So if Elon's not doing well with the government, he's definitely not doing good with taking care of his family. Elon Musk had his first kids in 2002 and his most latest kid in 2025. I don't even know why you would want to have a kid at Elon's age. By the time the kid is 18, he's gonna be 71. 10 more years and he'd probably be on death's doorstep. Like, can you even enjoy your kid's presence at all? Elon Musk has always had this fascination with repopulating the world. In interviews, he's always talking about how birth rates are declining worldwide and we're undergoing an underpopulation crisis. But does Elon not know just because places are experiencing population problems that he's not going to be able to be the one to save them? As of right now, Elon Musk is at 14 kids. To even pass standards, that's crazy. If he times that by 10 million, maybe he has a chance of making a slight impact. And I don't know how many more women are going to be willing to accept his seed being planted into them. He'd probably pay them in child support by giving them a free Tesla.
Yeah, currently, South Korea is, like, I think maybe the lowest fertility rate, but there are many others that are close to it. It's like 0.8, I think. If the birth rate doesn't decline further, South Korea will lose roughly 60% of its population.
Shoot, not if I'm there to help it. Elon, step aside. You see, they need strong genetic genes that can breed fighters, not divorced dad bod who tweets all day on Twitter type genes. So South Korean models, here I come. Recently, Elon Musk's most recent kid was with a political commentator named Ashley Sinclair. And by the way, 27-year age gap. At that point, you literally have nothing to talk about with the person. You guys didn't grow up with the same movies, TV shows, games, trends. But this is Elon Musk we're talking about. He just implanted his seed and waited for the child to incubate. And the way she announced this is so hilarious. Like, imagine going on Twitter to announce you had a kid with Elon Musk. I thought having a kid was supposed to be one of the most special moments in your life, and it gets diluted to this. And there's rumors that she did this because of Valentine's Day. Could be that she was mad Elon Musk didn't say anything to her on Valentine's Day. Didn't send her a Tesla full of flowers and a will you be mine message. So she got mad and posted that as revenge. Elon Musk pays so little attention to his kids and wives lives that he found out live on Twitter she basically set him up to have a kid with her. Someone posted on Twitter old messages where she was talking about trying to get his attention. He's got a kid with a woman already. Seems unlikely to work out. And she replied, well, he actually has 7 kids and goes through women pretty fast. Notice how these messages were posted in 2020 for her, which would have made her 22 at the time and him 49 at the time. This must have been a freak her whole life. Like, how do you look at a double your age, old enough to be your dad, and already get ready to be impregnated? Actually, I know the answer, net worth. And whatever plan she had of setting this man up and preparing to get that back for life didn't even work out. Because when Elon decided to not respond to her text or calls, she had to make a public tweet directed at him saying he needs to communicate with her. We have been trying to communicate for the past several days and you have not responded. When are you going to reply to us instead of publicly responding to smears from an individual who just posted photos of me in underwear at 15 years old? Guess getting $1 million a month in child support ain't gonna work out. And also, I found out while doing research for this vid that this girl is specifically a conservative political commentator. You better change your career because I don't think having a baby daddy is very conservative of her. Like, how can you even twist that and say it still matches your political ideology when it goes exactly against it? And now Elon Musk is constantly bringing out his kid X to public events. I honestly think it's to make up for all the bad PR he has around his kids. One of his first kids doesn't even talk to him. They're completely cut off from each other. Elon Musk has a trans daughter who transitioned a couple of years back, and Elon Musk says he got tricked into signing the papers for the transition and that he lost his son.
It happened to one of my older boys, where I was essentially tricked into signing documents for one of my older boys, Xavier. This was before I had really any understanding of what was going on, and we had COVID going on, and so there was a lot of confusion. I was told, oh, Xavier might commit suicide if he doesn't, essentially. They call it dead naming for a reason.
Yeah,
all right. So the reason it's called dead naming is because your son is dead. So my son Xavier is dead, killed by the woke mind virus.
But if you think this whole argument logistically for a second, you realize it makes no sense. Like, if you have a kid and they're asking you to have a transition surgery, how would you not know it's gonna have permanent effects on their body? Like, I would understand if they took his kid, did the surgery without him approving it. I would be mad too. Like, me personally, I'm not letting my kid make that decision until they're the right age to think it through. And even if I didn't agree with them in the future, it's not like it would matter. They're grown and can make the decision. You can't get tricked into it because who doesn't know that something like that is gonna change someone forever? I assume it went something like this. Oh man, it's 2020. We got COVID. Life is so stressful right now. Hey dad, I want to transition into a girl. Sure kid, whatever. I don't give a Oh man, it's 2020, we got COVID. I guarantee that's probably how the encounter went. Like, you think Elon Musk looked into the effects it could have on his kid and made the decision as a parent if he wanted his child to go through with it or not as a parent? This couldn't even remember his kid's name when a reporter asked him how they're doing.
I'm here.
How's XXA12?
Sorry?
How's XXA12?
You mean my kid?
Yeah.
That sounds like a password.
Are you serious, my brother?
And his trans daughter also said he knew the full side effects. If you're the richest man in the world, you're telling me you can't even hire a couple of proofreaders to tell you what's gonna go down if you sign it? This thing is also why he's went down this whole political shift. But the reason is completely his fault. Like, my guy, you ain't even read the info that was given. And recently, Ashley Sinclair, the one who has one of his most recent kids, I'm saying most recent kids because you can't even make this up, he announced that he had another kid with one of his other baby mamas on February 28th. How the f does the richest man in the world not know how to put a condom on? Ashley Sinclair filed for sole legal custody and also filed a paternity petition, which is a form meant to establish the official legal father for a kid. You know damn well Elon's trying to avoid that to not have to pay child support. And in the court case, the messages got shown between them, with him talking about, well, we do have a legion of kids to make. So this pretty much confirms he has some type of breeding kink. I've never seen anyone rizz up saying that. And there's another chat where he says, I want to knock you up again. Like, damn bro, did you even get time to learn the kid's first name? At least let it take a couple of steps before going in again. But the funniest chat log they had together by far is him explaining the reason why he's not listing himself as the father. I'm number 2 after Trump for assassination. This is not the time for sentiment at the expense of safety. Does this really think people care about him that much. People just want you to leave the country, dog, and stop making decisions for a country you're not from. Only the paranoid survive. Like, Elon swears this is the type of aura he eludes when he sends messages like this. And also, can I just say right now, if in Obama's administration, he had anybody close to him that was running certain things, that had 4 baby mamas and didn't take care of his kids, they would say Obama's turning the White House into the hood. They would have made it the biggest problem in his presidency, but since it's Elon, he's all good. He can have another 20 kids and not remember a single one of their names. At least he's running around with a chainsaw. With the Elon Musk dick riders, they're so picky and choosy in what they criticize him for. So yeah, that's gonna wrap it up. Send prayers to my jaw, please. It did hurt recording this. Follow me on Twitter, Instagram, and TikTok. As always, I love you guys consensually. And until next time, I'm out.